In this video, I will be showing you how to insert an image in ChatGPT. Let's get started. I begin by opening up my Google Chrome browser to a fresh new tab. First, I click into the main Google search box and type in ChatGPT, then press enter on my keyboard to search for it. Once the search results populate, I navigate to the official ChatGPT link and click on it to open up the platform. Once the main ChatGPT interface loads, I move my cursor over to the message box at the bottom of the screen. On the far left of this input bar, there is a small plus icon that allows you to add files. I click on this plus icon to open up the options menu. From this drop-down list, I select the very first option, which says Add Photos and Files. Clicking this opens up my computer's File Explorer window so I can choose an image. I navigate to my Downloads folder, locate the picture I want to use, and double-click it to upload it to the chat. Now that the image is loaded into the input box, I click right next to it to type out my prompt. I type in the instruction, change the clothing color to blue. After finalizing the text, I move over to the right side of the message bar and click the Send Prompt button, which looks like a small up arrow. ChatGPT immediately begins analyzing the image I just uploaded. Once the generation is complete, the brand new image appears directly in the chat window. I hover over the newly generated image and click the Edit button located right on the picture. This opens up a larger, detailed view of the graphic. I look closely at the changes made, then close out of this detailed preview to return to the main chat workspace. Next, I want to see the original image I uploaded for comparison, so I click on that first image block in the chat history to open it in full view as well. After verifying the original, I close this preview box to return to the main workspace once again. Now, I decide to modify the layout of the generated image. I click on the new image one more time to open its dedicated viewer. At the top right of this screen, I click on the aspect ratio option. A drop-down menu appears with various layout choices. I scroll through and select the portrait option, which is a 3:4 aspect ratio. ChatGPT goes back to work analyzing the request. The loading box appears again, starting with creating image. The interface displays the progress, moving along to sketching it out, followed by making the first draft, and then setting the scene. It continues refining the output by polishing details, and finally, finishing up. The newly formatted vertical image loads into the viewer. I click on it to open it up in the larger viewing mode to inspect the layout. To save this new version to my computer, I move my cursor to the top right corner of the window and click the download icon. A notification appears confirming that the file has successfully downloaded. I click directly on the completed download link from my browser notification, which opens up the image file in my computer's default photo viewer. I zoom in on the picture to closely check the fine lines, the blue color of the clothing, and the overall quality of the final design. Everything looks perfect, so I can now close out of the image viewer. And that is exactly how you insert, edit, and download images using ChatGPT. If you found this walkthrough helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more quick tips and tutorials.